How to watch all the Mission Impossible movies in order. Mission Impossible is back for more epic fights and death-defying stunts. The hit film franchise was originally based on an espionage series that premiered in 1966. The show ran for 7 seasons on CBS, eventually being rebooted for another 2 seasons in 1988. But these days, most people know Mission Impossible for the iconic movies inspired. Starring Tom Cruise, the movies are loaded with action, deceit, and globe-spanning adventures. Everything a good spy film should be. It's also a long-running movie series. Mission Impossible has featured 7 films spanning almost 30 years, with the most recent film, The Final Reckoning, debuting in theaters on May 23rd. Chronologically, the Mission Impossible franchise goes in order, making it easy for newcomers to watch the movies. However, after the 3rd film, the movies stop using numerical titles, which could make it a little confusing for anyone looking to watch them in order. Here's everything to know about how to watch the Mission Impossible movies in order, plus how to stream them. The first Mission Impossible movie starts off with Ethan Hunt Cruise and his team of Impossible Mission Force, IMF, agents suffering a fatal error in their mission, which blows their cover. Soon, his entire team is killed off one by one, leaving Hunt as the only survivor. Even worse, he learns the mission failed because someone in the IMF is a mole, and now that his team has been killed, everyone suspects that the double agent is Hunt himself. In the film, he must flee for his safety and discover who the real traitor is. 4 years after its 1996 premiere, Mission Impossible got its first sequel. This time around, the IMF is alerted by a scientist in Australia who says the pharmaceutical company he works for has forced him to create a deadly virus so it can profit off of a cure. But after an IMF agent goes rogue and steals a cure, Hunt realizes that the scandal is much larger and more dangerous than he knew. In this sequel, Rames reprised his role, and the two were joined by Thandai Newton and Dougray Scott that I in Mission Impossible 3. Hunt is tasked with saving a hostage who's been captured by a maniacal arms dealer. But the new villain is smarter than the IMF assumed, and the mission has disastrous results. As Hunt and his team dig deeper, they learn this arms dealer is actually trying to acquire a deadly bioweapon called the Rabbit's Foot. Joining the cast this time around were Rames, Michelle Monaghan, Kerry Russell, Simon Pegg, Lawrence Fishburne, and Philip Seymour Hoffman in Ghost Protocol. The IMF gets caught in the middle of a Kremlin bombing that is unfairly blamed on the agency. In reality, Hunt and his colleagues discover the Kremlin was actually bombed by an intelligence analyst hoping to instigate a war between the U.S. and Russia. Now, the IMF must save its reputation and prevent a full-blown war from breaking out. Along with Cruise, both Rames and Pegg reprise their roles in the film, with Jeremy Renner and Paula Patton joining the cast.